I would say Egan.
Egan?
Yeah.
Is she going to do the beginning?
Yeah, she'll do the first page. So you do look at the second page.
Okay. Garrett Insurance Agency. Gasper Law. Goheen and Slavic. Guarantee State Bank. Hackberry Creek Farm and Supply. Wait. Hackberry Creek Farm Supply.
Goodacre, Horinic,
Hair Study Salon and Spa.
Raby,
Hammett?
Roderick.
Hammett or Hammett, Mr. Schoen?
Where?
Hammett,
Hammett.
Hammett.
Roderick, the Island.
Hammett.
Hey, look down there. Look down this way, boys. You'll have to send that one to me.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Beloit boys play tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Sean.
Yeah. I would say Noddle.
Yeah.
Noddle.
Labber 2, apiaries, landmark implement, rock construction,
Nagel,
leech and nagel,
Leech and Nagel.
Main Street Ground, Kendall Livestock, Meitler Cattle,
Meitler, yep.
Midway Co-op, Mrs. B's Floral and Nursery, Ms. B.
Man, they got a lot of sponsors.
Noble.
That's all their ones for their program, which, where did I put that?
40 alpacas. Wait, are we just going to switch back and forth?
Our sound's on. Unmute. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here in Osborne High School for the 1A Division I Boys Sub-State Championship games. Our first game tonight on the Lakeside Livestream Network is going to be the number 3 seeded Quinter against the number 2 St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. Osborne High School would like to welcome everyone to the 2026 1A Division I Sub-State Tournament. What a great opportunity to host and showcase the talent, teamwork, and sportsmanship of all the participating teams, their school staff, and students, and the support of their communities. We do want to give a special shout out to Ashlyn Schultz, a senior active in volleyball, basketball, track, and cheerleading, who led the production of this year's sub-state programs, designing covers, laying out the booklet, organizing sponsorship logos, compiling rosters and team photos, and preparing all 3,300 copies for print. With the help of the USD 392 media team, she coordinated with local businesses to secure sponsorships, managed invoices and payments, and oversaw production logistics, demonstrating professionalism and leadership beyond her years. The media team, along with Osborne High School, would like to recognize the following businesses in just a moment for their support of our 2026 Sub-State Tournament and Sub-State programs. But before we do that, we are joined here by senior Ashlyn Schultz of Osborne High School. Ashlyn, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So you girls will be in a tough matchup tomorrow night against the Quinter Bulldogs as well. You've had a very successful season, advancing all the way to the Sub-State Championship game. What has been your mindset throughout this season to advance your team to the finals of Sub-State?
You know, it's been a tough season. We didn't necessarily have the best odds, but I feel like we've worked hard every day in practice. We've put in the work, and obviously getting that win against Oberlin, it was a big deal to us, and everybody there just knew how excited we were and how much we wanted that. And we've been working hard all season, especially this last week, to prepare for tomorrow night. And we're ready to just leave it all out on the court. Levy Reiner and I, you know, it could be our last game, and we hope it's not that, but you never know what could happen. So we're ready to take that with the greatest feat we can and leave it all out there.
Yeah, and you bring up Levy Reiner, and that was going to be my next question. What can you say about her as a player, as she is definitely, I would consider her to be one of, if not the best player, girls player in the Northern Plains League?
You know, she has a really good basketball mindset, and no matter what, she's going to find that open shot, and she's going to find that open person, and, you know, we can always count on her to hit those threes when we need them. And when she's on, she has a really good night, but she's also really good at seeing everybody else on the court and hitting that open person down at the post, or whether it be me, Lexi Goheen, Claire Eiler. She's really good at finding that ball and getting that to us so we can get those easy baskets, not just the 3 points and the more harder shots.
Yeah, that's something we've talked about on our broadcast this year, that it's not all about scoring points, and she is a perfect example of that. She can obviously put up 25, 30 points a game, but she also dishes the ball off to her teammates and can get 8, 10 rebounds a game, which absolutely has been a huge factor in your team's success this season. All right, well, we are going to hand it over now to Ashlyn and Milo, and they're going to go through all of these ads, which these businesses have generously donated to support the Osborne High School Sub-State. And so, Ashlyn, I'll give it to you, and then I'll let you and Milo trade off.
First, I want to start off by just saying thank you to everybody that did help support. This program would not have been a success without you. So starting off, a huge thank you to 181 Ag Supply, Aiken Heating and Cooling, Back to Basics, Bailey's Food Bin, Bank of Teskit, Birdsall Automotive, Cameron Concrete, Cantu Auto Repair, Cheyenne County Hospital, Citizen State Bank, Clay Money Trucking, Corner Drug, Crawford Supply, Double H Heating and Cooling, Dreer Guttering, EGA Service Center, Ellis Booster Club, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmway Credit Union, Finish Line Lease Service, First State Bank, Fouts Insurance Agency,
Garrett Insurance Agency, Gasper Law, Goheen and Slavic, Guarantee State Bank, Hackleberry Creek Farm Supply, Hair Studio Salon and Spa, Hammett Auction, HC Nutrition, Hill City Pharmacy, Nodal Funeral Home, Laboratu Apiaries, Landmark Implement, Larage Construction, Leach and Nagel LLC, Lincoln Park Manor, Larry Meg Company, Main Street Drug, Mankato Livestock, Meitler Cattle, Midway Co-op, Miss B's Floral and Nursery, Nopin's Garage, North 40 Alpacas,
North Central Air, Nothing Fancy Bakery, Oak Creek Building and Design, Oberlin Concrete Company, Osborne Booster Club, Osborne County Community Foundation, Osborne County Farmer, Osborne Memorials, Osborne Offices, Osborne PTO, Oast Furniture and Cabinetry, Oz Branding, Paradise Eats, People's Bank, P4 Services, Pierce Electronics, Prairie Insulation, Prairie Land Game Birds, Quinter Auto Parts, Remus Farms, Remus Plumbing, Wrench Schuyler Mortuaries, Rural Root Salon and Beauty,
Sims Fertilizer and Chemical, Solomon Valley Vision, Solutions North Bank, Solutions State Bank, South Fork Armory, State Exchange Bank, State Farm, Sunflower Bank, the Doghouse Bar and Grill, the Feedlot Bar and Grill, the Grain Bin Food Truck, the Hideout, the Washboard, Trav's Craft House, Treb Construction, Twin Creek Ranch, Wakanda Boats and Motors, Wakanda Water, Ward Drug and Pharmacy, Webster's Supermarket, and Western State Bank.
All right, well, that is all of the sponsors for this year's Substate program. Again, all done by Ashlyn Schultz. Ashlyn, when did that process start of getting this really start to finish?
I began that right after Christmas break, so early January, and you know, it's been a process, and I couldn't have been able to do that without my other media students. And then even throughout the making process, as you previously mentioned, we made all 3,300 programs in Osborne, from the printing to the stapling to the folding, and you know, there was never a day when somebody didn't step up and help, whether if they were on the media team or just a kid walking in the hallways, and we recruited them to come help us. So it definitely would not have been possible without all of my other peers.
Yeah, and I think that the number of businesses within this program is a true testament to living in a rural community. All of these schools here, 1A Division I schools, have the support of their local communities, and I think that's great. And Ashlyn, you did an excellent job, and I'm excited that we get to work together in this sub-state tournament, and I look forward to watching you girls play tomorrow night.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Ashlyn. We'll be right back here for our pregame coverage on the Lakeside Livestream Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Again, we are here in Osborne, and this place is filling up. I am joined this evening by Cody Fears and Milo Schroeder. Gentlemen, last week we said this was it, and here we are right back in the same spot. And to say I am excited would be such an understatement. Milo, are you ready for your first Sub-State Championship broadcast?
I am.
Cody, how are you feeling?
The band is back together.
That band is back together. I am so excited. I could go on and on about just all of the people involved in this process, but I especially want to give a shout out to Osborne High School for contacting us and allowing us to broadcast these games for you at home. I know whether you are from Quinter, didn't make the trip, or Sylvan Lucas, as well as Central Plains and Osborne. I mean, this is excellent. And this is, you see the Central Plains teams walking in. I mean, pretty soon we're going to be lucky that we have a spot in this gym. We showed up here at about, what was it, 4:45, and there were already 3 radio stations here. We are backed up against the wall. We got Blue Jays fans in front of us. I mean, the atmosphere here, this is a different feeling than any other time in throughout the regular season.
You can probably see it on your screen. We got some crayons across from us.
That's right. We got crayons across from us. Always love to see the different student section themes. This is not unfamiliar territory for either of these two teams who are about to play. The St. John's Tipton Blue Jays and the Quinter Bulldogs. Both of these teams vying for a chance to punch their ticket to the state tournament next week. St. John's and Quinter. If you remember, the Quinter Bulldogs did secure a spot last year in the state tournament. The St. John's Tipton Blue Jays have been there multiple times under head coach Lance Bergman. This is not his first rodeo, and I would anticipate will certainly not be his last with a very talented group among him. We did write down starters just based on previous games. We are going to wait and confirm that just to be 100% sure, but we do have the previous starters for both teams. First for Quinter, number 0, Gunnar Cantura, number 1, Cale Hargett, number 3, Easton Blackwell, number 22, Colt Worth, and number 44, Camden Bridges. For the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays, number 2, Grant Goodacre, number 5, Edward Herinek, number 10, Caden Raby, number 21, Gabriel Roderick, and number 24, Dominic Eilert. And so we're going to leave her right here because again, the atmosphere here is incredible.
This is sub-state basketball, baby.
This is absolutely what it all comes down to. You win, you move on. You lose, your season is over.
I can't believe I get to say this again. Go grab your popcorn and get seat belted in. This is going to be a good game tonight.
We are going to have the privilege to call 4 extremely good basketball games between now and tomorrow evening. Boys games tonight. First we'll have the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays and Quinter Bulldogs, followed immediately by the Central Plains Oilers and Sylvan Lucas Mustangs.
You know, this is my first time to get to see Quinter in person, as they played Lakeside last year in the sub-state championship game, and I was not there for that. But you got to see them up close and personal.
Yeah, and you know what? It was played in Colby, and I didn't think that environment could be matched. I think we are seeing it right now. I mean, the sound in this building is unreal. And you look, I mean, right now we got all the St. John's Blue Jays fans in front of us, but Quinter fans have traveled extremely well. And
you got to love the spotlight.
Oh,
it just adds to it.
Absolutely. And tomorrow, if you think it's loud now, wait until the Osborne girls are going to be in action, and you'll have the Osborne Junior Senior High School pep band. You know they will come out in full force. I mean, I got chills right now this is
what an environment.
What an environment.
I mean, I'm having flashbacks to when we played Osborne in the sub-state championship game that went to double overtime.
Yeah.
I mean,
I am so excited to call this game. You know, we are familiar with the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays being a Northern Plains League team, but being able to see teams like Central Plains and Quinter is going to be a treat too. So we're going to turn it over for the playing of our national anthem. We'll be right back.
Wow, what an anthem.
That was awesome. That was awesome. The best tradition in sports. All right, here we go, folks. We are ready to roll here from Osborne, Quinter, St. John's Tipton. Are you ready?
I know I am.
Oh, man.
Milo, are you?
Yeah.
I want to welcome everyone joining us on the Lakeside Live Stream Network, 1A Division I Sub-State Basketball. Bulldogs control the tip.
St. John's coming out in a very aggressive man defense.
And you knew that was coming.
Yep.
Here come the Blue Jays. They run the floor extremely well. Edward Hrenik drives in the lane. Expect to see that a lot tonight. Edward Hrenik gives the Blue Jays a 2-0 lead.
If you're Quinter, you cannot let St. John's get to going, because once they do, they are hard to stop.
They are going to put the pedal to the metal. And pass down low. Good find. Camden Bridges on the block ties this game at 2. Blue Jays with the ball. This is Gabriel Roderick with it. He has really come alive here in the second half of the season. Deep three on the way. Hey, knocks it down. Gabriel Roderick from deep gives the Blue Jays a 5-2 lead here in the championship game of 1A Division I Sub-State. Pass down low, tipped away by Hrenik.
Great help by him.
That was excellent help. Coach Bergman put such an emphasis on defense. Cameron Bridges, you see his size is going to be used to his advantage. Towers almost everyone down low. Screen in the corner. We got a foul called.
Grant Goodacre with the foul.
Inbounding the ball back Ventura with it. Takes a couple dribbles into the lane. Kick back out. Hargett driving in. 3 from the corner to tie. Won't go. Offensive rebound. Put back is good. Number 3, Ethan Blackwell. Right place, right time. Put back is good.
Yeah, nobody on St. John's wanted to box out there.
Herenick driving into the lane. That one's good. One of the best in the state, Edward Herenick, drives in, extends the Blue Jays lead 7-4.
Yeah, if you're Quinter, you're not going to stop him. You're just going to try to contain him.
Herenick, and that'll stay here with the Bulldogs. Edward Herenick being very active on defense. Blackwell inbounds to Bridges. Holtonworth with it, looking for Hargett. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, down low. Kick out again. Cantura,
Nice
great
pass.
Oh my.
Oh, wow, no foul there.
No foul. Oh my.
They're letting them play tonight.
Herenick driving into the lane. Kind of an odd looking shot there. And that one is going to be on Gabriel Roderick. That is his first, team second. Well, just the first 3 minutes of this game have kind of showed us how intense this is going to be.
Yeah, both teams playing extremely well defense,
and that one's going to be on Bridges. That'll be his first.
I tell you, the way this crowd is, you'd think it's the fourth quarter and 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, you would. I think I can count on one hand the number of open seats here on our side.
Yeah.
But you look over in that Quinter section, there's not a lot of room either. And that'll be Quinter basketball. Bulldogs are coached by John Christ, assisted by Kane Johnson. Into the game for the Blue Jays, number 1, Carson Thomas. Cantura driving in. Down
Nice
low,
pass.
great pass finding Camden Bridges on the block. Great find by the Bulldogs. Roderick driving in and taken away. Good transition. Cale Hargett gives the Bulldogs an 8-7 lead. That shot's off the mark. Here comes Quinter. Pulls up from deep, and Gunnar Cantura from way downtown. Milo, you said in the warm-ups he hadn't missed a shot, and I think he picked up right where he left off. What do you think of that?
That was crazy.
All right, we're going to turn it over to Milo Schroeder for a word from tonight's Lakeside live stream sponsors.
For more than 125 years, State Bank of Downs has been serving Kansas with hometown banking built on relationships. As a fourth-generation family-owned community bank, they believe the best service starts with getting to know their customers personally. Whether you're managing finances at home, growing a business, or planning for the future, their team is committed to making your life better every step of the way. From Downs to communities across Kansas and even in Colorado, Berkeley Bank and the State Bank of Downs is proud to be your 2026 is proud to sponsor a 2026 Sub-State Championship.
All righty, thank you, Milo. We're back here after a big three from Gunnar Cantura to give the Bulldogs an 11-7 lead. Here's Roderick, drives in, floater in the lane is good. About as smooth as you can get off the dribble.
I've got a feeling this is going to be a back and forth game. Maybe may come down to the team that has the ball last.
Yep, and that ball is thrown away. Bridges cannot reel that one in.
I don't know how long it's been since St. John's was last in Division I.
Yep, it has been a while. But again, that is different than football classifications.
Right.
Almost poked away from behind, ball on the ground. Good hustle by both teams.
Oh.
And his pocket is almost picked off. Cantura almost hit the step back. And that one off the mark. And that is going to the Blue Jays. Into the game for St. John's, number 2, Grant Goodacre. And number 24, Dominic Eilert.
Interesting that we're not using the shot clocks tonight.
That'll change next year. Rennick with it. Step back jumper. Oh my. What a shot. Edward Herenick does it again. Ties this game at 11.
Huh?
And double dribbles called on the Bulldogs. How would you like to be an official out there tonight?
I would be honored, but my stress level would be top notch.
Oh, what a pass down low in the post. Dominic Eilert is fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
That's 2 on Bridges.
I'd keep an eye on that. Eilert's second one. That one does not fall. Rebound, put back is good. Herenick right there. Great find. Oh, we've got another foul.
Herenick's got 8.
That one is on number 4, Jax Ruff. That's his first. And Herenick completes the 3-point play. About a 9-point first quarter.
Wow.
So far.
Yeah, so far. We still got 2 minutes to go. And travel is called.
I tell you, this Quinter team, they are shifty.
They are. Number 42, Jarrett Packard into the game. He'll get Camden Bridges. Herenick walks the ball up. Both teams able to reset. Bulldogs in man-to-man defense. Driving in, stopped. Kick out to Thomas. Thomas shot from the high post, won't go. Good box out by number 4, Jax Ruff.
Oh,
and that pass tip stolen away by Herenick. Pass ahead, and layup's good. Grant Goodacre. Points off turnovers are going to be key. And turnaround, step back jumper. Gunnar Cantura ends the run. He's hit 2 big shots this quarter. That trims the lead for the Blue Jays to just 17-13. We've hit the 40-second mark here in the first. Roderick thought about it again. Wow. And the putback was there, Gabriel Roderick.
That was just right place, right time.
That was.
Yeah.
Strong finish at the rim. Ventura with it. Driving into the lane, he's fouled and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw on the way is good. Ventura has 6 this quarter. That makes it a Blue Jays 19-14 lead. And that free throw hits the back end of the rim. Hrenek with it. He pulls up from deep. Won't go, and that is how this first quarter comes to a close, and we got a good one here in Osborne. Sub-state championship game. Osborne and Quinter, or St. John's Tipton and Quinter from Osborne. We're going to hand it over to Milo Schroeder for a word from tonight's Lakeside Livestream Network sponsors.
Since 1946, Cunningham Fiber has been keeping North Central Kansas connected. As a locally owned, family-led company, they proudly serve Mitchell, Cloud, Republic, and Jewell counties with reliable internet, telephone, and TV services for homes and businesses. With headquarters in Glen Elder and offices in Beloit, Belleville, and Concordia, their friendly local team is ready to help you with all your communication needs. Cunningham Fiber, connecting our communities and helping bring you tonight's sub-state championship action.
All right, we're back here in Osborne. Blue Jays with the ball. Back out to Edward Hrenek. And Hrenek drives in, won't go. Rebound underneath. Shot is good. Grant Goodacre knocks that one in. Ventura in trouble, won't go. Rebound Goodacre, pass ahead to Hrenek. We've talked about how well. Oh my goodness, what a play. It's like he's in a video game and he's got all his sliders up to the rookie setting. He makes it look so easy on such a difficult play. Hrenek gets the and one opportunity. And you mentioned, Cody, St. John's ability to just run and gun.
Yeah. Yeah, if they get going, you've got to stop them.
Here's a three from the outside, well off the mark from Colton Worth. Here come the Blue Jays again. Hrenek steps up, knocks it down. And a full timeout by the Bulldogs. You want to talk about momentum. I think we've just seen it. Milo, I'm going to hand it over to you for another word from tonight's sponsors.
Spring is right around the corner, which means it's perfect time to make sure your home is ready for warmer days ahead. Whether you need plumbing repairs, heating service after a long Kansas winter, or your air conditioning tuned up before summer arrives, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air is ready to help. As locally owned and operated business and proud Lennox dealer, they provide trusted comfort solutions for your home all year long. Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, proud sponsor of the 2026 Sub-State Championship.
Well, we have just seen an absolute unbelievable 9 minutes played by Edward Hrenek. He's got 15 points already by my tally, and I don't think he's showing any signs of letting off the gas.
No. And if you're Quinter, you've got to find a way to slow them down.
Yeah. And you can try a box and one, but ask the other remaining teams that have been on St. John's schedule how easy that is.
Well,
because unfortunately, you box and one him, you're leaving somebody else open, picks his pocket. Hrenek, layup, good.
I mean, if you're going to do a box and one on him, you've got to box out. And we've already seen earlier.
They are crashing the boards hard.
Right.
Here comes Roderick. Layup, good. Gabriel Roderick. And just like that, if you've blinked, the Blue Jays have a 31-14 lead.
Yeah, if you went to the kitchen to get more popcorn and came back, you're not going to believe this score.
Pass ahead to none other than Edward Hrenek. Oh my goodness. That St. John's Tipton Blue Jay bench has just erupted. I wish we had one of those decibel meters you see on, college jumbotrons right now, because I've got a headset on and it is super loud. I couldn't imagine being just right in the middle of this.
Well, for what it's worth, my iWatch or my Apple Watch has a decibel thing that will go off and say loud environment.
Yes.
It has yet to go off yet.
Oh, it has yet to go off. But
so
I think that may change before the end of the night.
It could.
All right. As if things couldn't get any more difficult for the Quinter Bulldogs, the Blue Jays have now applied a full court man press. Oh, and that foul is going to be called on number 22, Caden Phillips. And that pass tipped by Ruff. He drives into the lane. Strong finish. Bulldogs needed that. That is their first points of this quarter. And that foul's going to be called on Gunnar Cantura. That's his first. Three from the corner won't go. Bridges rebound. Remember, he is playing with 2 fouls for the Bulldogs. From the corner, wide open, won't fall. Rebound Ruff. Turnaround jumper is good. Jax Ruff has all 4 points for the Bulldogs in this quarter. It's 33-18. Wow. That pass stolen away by Cantura. Really good ball handling there. Dribble through traffic. And the Bulldogs able to just set it up. They have not been able to do that the past couple possessions. Houston Black will pass up top over to Ruff. And won't go. Bridges almost got it. Tipped it back. Here's Edward Hrenek. He pulls up from three. Oh my gosh. He hits another. We're running out of room in his scoring chart. Here's Cantura. Oh, the and one. Milo, you said he did not miss in warm-ups. And he doesn't on contact either. Gunnar Cantura, big 3 and 1. You know, sometimes it might not show right away in the scoring column, but plays like that could be a big momentum shifter.
Oh, yeah.
And that one is good. Again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in this evening to the Lakeside Live Stream Network. Whether you're tuning in from close or far, we appreciate your support here as we are live in Osborne for the 1A Division I Sub-State Championship game between the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays and Quinter Bulldogs. That shot no good. Rebound, Blue Jays. Put back by Eilert, no good. Rebound, Bridges. Cantura will bring it up the floor. Guarded by Herinick. Pass over to Hargett. Hargett takes a couple dribbles in, guarded by Cole Thomas. Layup on the way is good. Easton Blackwell.
That was a great drive and finish.
Yeah.
That was with the left hand.
Yeah.
Caden Phillips back into the game for St. John's Tipton. And we got a foul on the floor. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, following this game, we will have the Central Plains Sylvan Lucas game. Pass in to Herinick. Okay, he's got to be shooting 100% from the field right now. I don't know if he's missed a shot.
I think he has missed one deep 3.
Okay. He hasn't missed this quarter.
No, he has not.
We still got 3 minutes to play. Hargett driving. Here's Ruff. Ball almost poked away. He stays with it. Putback is good. Wow, Jax Ruff. What a move down low to finish strong. Caden Raby in the game.
Oh, I thought he was pulling.
Thomas driving in. Good jump stop. Here's Raby. Deep 3 on the way. No. Rebound Bridges. Here come the Bulldogs. Wow. Good ball movement. Blocked. Foul is called. This one is going to be on number 24, Dominic Eilert. And that is Eilert's second. That first one is good by Easton Blackwell.
I tell you, just watching Quinter in that transition right there, they pass the ball extremely well in transition.
Yes, they do. Both of these teams do. And Carson Thomas fighting through traffic, gets that one to go. That one will stay here with the Bulldogs. Herinick has been all over on defense. Pass down low, good find to Bridges. Oh, and he's gonna draw the foul. That's a good job by Bridges, he was in a tough spot right under the basket.
Yeah.
Bridges' first one back into the rim, no good. It is just a 13-point game. I mean, Quinter's right there. Just the way this momentum's been going, It seems like the Blue Jays would be up by a lot more, but Quinter is within striking distance. Pass out to Raby. Thomas with it behind the volleyball line. Here's Hrenek.
Good defense.
Pass down low, cannot be handled by number 4, John Mick. Blue Jays fall back into the half-court defense. Minute 25 left here in the first half. We've got a great one here in Osborne, Sub-State Championship game. Bridges kick out, back to Ruff, almost thrown away. Looking for Bridges again. Good read by Roderick, thrown away by Roderick, intended for Thomas.
As a coach, that frustrates you so much because you do so well on the defensive end to get that turnover, and then you just give it right back to them.
Yep, Quinter with the ball now. We are at the 1-minute mark here in the second quarter. Target pass down low to Bridges, can't get it to go. And so right now we've got a ball stuck. It'll get that one down.
First attempt, that's pretty impressive.
That was. All right, so the officials are talking. I was wondering how this would work. I think that shot was blocked and then it went up. So I don't know if that would be count as a blocked shot. Yep, they're going to give it to the Bulldogs.
Well, and normally when it gets stuck up like that, it goes to a jump ball, which would still be Quinter. So
yeah, either way, Bulldogs with the basketball. And kick outside. That one won't go. That would have been big by Hargett. Here's Roderick. Driving into the lane. Oh, good kick out. Raby, 3 from the corner. Wow. That pass also by Roderick was just as good as the shot. He got that pass off in midair. We're at the 10-second mark. Quinter needs to score. Cantura driving in. He's in trouble. And he's blocked. Ruff, shot at the buzzer. No. That was a big block. And that brings us to halftime here in Osborne. The St. John's Tipton Blue Jays lead the Quinter Bulldogs by a score of 43-27. We are going to hand it over to Milo Schroeder to thank a couple of our Lakeside Livestream Network replay sponsors.
Founded in 2014, Remus Tower Service was built to solve real challenges in the tower industry. Today, they provide high-quality beacon extensions and mounting solutions used by tower service providers across the country. With innovative patent designs and products proudly manufactured right here in the heart of the United States, Remus Tower Service is committed to quality from the first weld to the final coating. Remus Tower Service, built with American craftsmanship and proud to be a sponsor of the 2026 Sub-State Championship.
We would like to recognize Rex Johnson, who has served as the voice of the Bulldogs since 1988. For 38 years, Rex has been a familiar voice.
Tonight's Sub-State Championship game is sponsored by Miller Hardware, your hometown headquarters for spring projects. As the weather warms up, it's a perfect spot to tackle those jobs around the house and yard. Stop by Miller Hardware for Valspar paint to freshen up your home, and pick up fertilizer and pre-emergent to keep your lawn looking green and healthy all season long. Whether you're working inside or out, Miller Hardware has the tools, supplies, and friendly service to help you get the job done right. Miller Hardware, proud supporters of the student athletes in North Central Kansas.
Who has been on keeping the game running smoothly at the clock table for 32 years, beginning in 1993. His dedication and consistency has been a huge part of Bulldog athletics for more than 3
When it comes to great water at home or at work, trust the local experts at Wakanda Water. As a locally owned and operated business, they proudly serve our community with water softeners, reverse osmosis systems, bottled water, and convenience regular salt delivery. From improving the quality of your home's water to keep your business supplied, Wakanda Water is dedicated to serve you can count on. Give them a call at 785-454-6009. Wakanda Water, locally owned, locally trusted, and proud supporters of local athletes.
All right, thank you, Milo. Well, before we recap this first half, I just want to say the crew I got tonight, Colson Klein, Eli Copes, and Milo Schroeder, they're the ones joining me tonight, and then there were also 7 others in our audio-video production class that once we got the okay to come broadcast these games this evening, the work that they've put in this week has been nothing short of exceptional. Getting all of our sponsors ready to go, scoreboards uploaded, logos, just background information for all the teams competing. So I can't say enough about just every single one of them that put their hit the ground running this week, because I wouldn't have been able to even remotely be able to say yes without them and their hard work. And Cody, of course, I'm glad that you made the trip back.
Pulled me out of retirement again.
That's right. All right, we're going to hand it over to Cody Fears to recap the first half scoring for both teams. And Cody, would you say it's been the Edward Hrenek show here this evening?
Absolutely. He has 24 here in this first half, followed by Roderick with 9, Goodacre with 4, Raby with 3, and Eilert with 1, Carson Thomas with 2, and that's all the scoring for St. John's in that first half. For Quinter, they were led by Katura with 12, Blackwell with 5, Bridges with 4, and Jax Ruff with 6.
So pretty balanced scoring for the Quinter Bulldogs, and we mentioned they are within striking distance.
Yeah.
You know, they are a team that you can tell they are very capable of going on a big run, but this Blue Jays defense has proved to be a very big barrier for them. So just first half reactions. Milo, first we'll start with you. What do the Blue Jays need to continue doing, and what do the Bulldogs maybe need to start to come back in this game?
Well, just the Blue Jays just need to keep on playing some good defense. The offense has obviously been working really well for them and scoring 43 points in the first half. I'd say the Bulldogs they've kind of slowed down a little bit from getting it down to their post, but they just couldn't really because of how great the defense was from the Blue Jays. That's what I'd say they need to do, get it down to the post, maybe knock down a couple shots from the outside, and they'll be right back in this one.
Yeah, and getting it down to the post, I think, was going to be their game plan from the start, but you also have now Cameron Bridges with 2 fouls, and he sat the majority of that second quarter. So I would expect to see him play a big role for the Bulldogs in the second half. I mean, playing with 2 fouls, playing with 3 fouls, there is a big difference, but we will wait and see what happens. All right, we're going to take a short break here. We do want to thank all of our sponsors as well as you, the viewers, tuning in tonight for the 1A Division I. This is the first of 2 games this evening. St. John's Tipton leads Quinter 43-27. We'll be back for the second half action live on the Lakeside Livestream Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We had an exciting first half action. Cody, I told you I feel like I just ran a marathon in that first half.
I'm wore out.
I am too.
We still got 6 more quarters of basketball to go.
That's right. Very, very, very fun first half. Live in Osborne. And St. John's Tipton, 1/2 away from punching their ticket back to the state tournament. Quinter Bulldogs face a 16-point deficit. We will see what the Bulldogs' answer is to Edward Herinick, 24 points in that first half. We'll see how they approach him defensively here in half number 2. Bridges, that's what start they needed. Camden Bridges. It's the and one to fall.
It's going to be interesting to see what Quinter does defensively to, like you said, hopefully slow down Herinick.
Yeah, that's what their goal is, but that's a lot easier said than done. Bridges' second one is, or that and one is good to convert the 3-point play. From deep, there he is again, and a rare miss from Edward Herinick, and then he gets his own rebound. John Mick down low, can't finish. Bridges rebound. Here comes Cantura.
I'm pretty sure that was tipped a little bit.
Driving into the lane, great drive. That foul's going to be on Mick.
That's 2 on him.
And Colt Worth goes 2 for 2 from the line. Here's Roderick. He had a big first half as well. Raby driving in the lane.
Oh,
and that'll be a travel on Roderick.
If you're Quinter, this is what you've got to do. You've got to create these turnovers, but then you got to cash them in on the other end.
Yes, you do.
You got to remember, it was a 16-point game at halftime.
And it's now down to 11. Cantura looking, guarded by Herinick. Here's a 3 on the way. That won't go. Argett's shot just off the mark. Here's Herinick and the Blue Jays. That one stolen away. And Cantura lost the handle. And that shot won't go. Rebound underneath. There's John Mick. Great positioning and the strong putback. And that pass poked away. Here come the Blue Jays, 4-on-2. Pass out to Herinick. He is fouled. That is on the floor. That one is going to be called on Cale Hargett.
I don't know if I've seen anybody catch the ball, stop, and go as quick as Herinick just did.
No doubt. And I want you, next time we go to the other end of the court, notice that we have fans sitting in the behind the basket. This place is so packed. That shot no good. Rebound Bridges. Cantura bringing it up. And we have fans in the hallways. And basket good by Colt Worth. The Bulldogs go hard to the rim.
Oh, they do.
Here's Cole Thomas. Pass down low. That'll stay here with the Blue Jays.
I don't know if I've seen a team drive as well as Quinter does.
Yeah, they do extremely well. There's a shot off the dribble. Excellent shot by Grant Goodacre. He's got 6 points, 2 in each quarter, and I think if my memory serves me correct, they've all been excellent shots. There's a 3 from the corner, won't go. Rebound, Hrenek. Carson Thomas in the game. Goodacre with it. Pass over to Roderick. He's guarded closely by number 22, Colt Worth. Pass out to Carson Thomas. Grant Goodacre driving. Stopped. Here's Hrenek.
I wouldn't give him that much space. He'll pull from there.
That's right. A lot of room and wide open. That is one of the easier shots he's taken all game. Driving right to the rack, and the Bulldogs left him too much room.
Surprisingly, that's his first points of the third quarter.
Yeah. Ventura with it. Jump stop.
I think he stepped
and
out.
And he did. Well, the Bulldogs have got it down to an 11-point deficit this quarter. They trail by 15 now. Timeout, Quinter. And he's going to take a 30-second timeout. I'm going to hand it over to Milo Schroeder for a word from tonight's Lakeside Livestream Network sponsors.
Tonight's Sub-State Championship broadcast is brought to you by Wakanda Boats and Motors. Warmer weather is right around the corner. That means boating season at Wakanda Lake is almost here. If you're ready to get back on the water, the team at Wakanda Boats and Motors is here to help you with everything you need for a great day at the lake. Whether you're gearing up for fishing, family time, or just cruising the water, their local destination is ready to get you for the season ahead. Wakanda Boats and Motors, helping you make the most of the boating season and proudly sponsoring the athletes of North Central Kansas.
Thank you, Milo. I did get an update that at halftime, Axtell leads Lynn boys action 31-19.
Wow.
So that sounds like a pretty good one. That's in Wakefield. Then we've got the Beloit boys. They trail right now against Scott City, 32-25, Beloit Trojans, in their sub-state championship game. A lot of good basketball being played across the state tonight. And timeout, Coach Bergman and the Blue Jays.
Great defense there by Quinter.
Yes, that was.
Tonight's Sub-State Championship game is sponsored by Miller Hardware, your hometown headquarters for spring projects. As the weather warms up, it's a perfect time to tackle those jobs around the house and yard. Stop by Miller Hardware for Valspar paint to freshen up your home and pick up fertilizer and pre-emergent to keep your lawn looking green and healthy all season long. Whether you're working inside or out, Miller Hardware has the tools, supplies, and friendly service to help you get the job done right. Miller Hardware, proud supporters of student athletes in North Central Kansas.
All right, thank you, Milo. We're back here. Blue Jays with the ball. Coach Bergman forced to use a timeout on that. And that foul is going to be called on Kale Hargett. That's 2 on him. And an excellent defensive play by Easton Blackwell. Foul and 1. Colt Worth, what a move. He's had a couple big plays this quarter.
What a way to not go up for the shot, but to dish it off to your teammate there. I mean, that.
Yeah, Good defensive play, too, on the other end. And Worth cannot convert.
Oh,
and he runs it down, and we got another foul. John Mick is called for his third personal.
Oh, wow.
And that basket is good. And rebound Bulldogs. Showing some signs of life here. Been on a little run. And Hrenik is called for the foul.
That's 5, so on the free throw line now.
Now the Bulldogs will be in the bonus for the next 2 minutes and 53 seconds. See if they can convert. And Cantura misses the first. And Cantura goes 0 for 2 from the line that trip. Here come the Blue Jays. Hrenik bringing it down. Shot off is good. Edward Hrenik's got 4 this quarter. Blue Jays lead 51-38, 2:35 left. Sub-state championship game here in Osborne. Winter Bulldogs and St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. Ruff turns it around, spinner, jumper won't go. Oh my, what a pass. Oh, how about that for the assist of the game?
Just when it seems like the Bulldogs get close, the Blue Jays turn it right around every time.
Yep. Right within striking distance, and the Blue Jays pick right back up where they left off. Cantura's shot won't fall. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Again, make sure to stick around for the next sub-state championship game on the other side of the bracket. That'll be between the Central Plains Oilers and the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs. That shot is good by Gunnar Cantura. Cantura's second is good. He goes 2 for 2 from the line that time. We got a whistle. Got a slick spot on the floor. Well, Cody, you did mention that during one of those breaks here in the third quarter that your watch finally hit the decibel limit. So that shows you how loud this place is. I mean, you've got fans packed in hallways, sitting behind the basket. You got cheerleaders crowding both ends. I mean, what an environment here this evening.
It's pretty quiet right now in here, but my decibel says it's 86.
Yeah. It's quiet compared to what it's been.
Right.
Holy cow. Caden Phillips in the game for the Blue Jays. Kick over to Raby, down low.
Oh, wow.
Swatted by Bridges and falls right in the hands of Caden Raby. Bridges is trying to grab that ball, and Coach Bergman wisely uses a timeout there. And this will be a full timeout. And now a word from tonight's Lakeside Livestream Network sponsors.
Tonight's Sub-State Championship broadcast is brought to you by Midway Co-op. For more than 110 years, Midway Co-op has been a trusted partner in agriculture across north central Kansas. Headquartered in Osborne, their experienced and hardworking team proudly serves communities like Downs, Alton, Lebanon, Luray, Mankato, Portis, Waldo, and many more. From grain marketing and crop nutrients to seed, crop protection, and custom applications, premium feeds and crop insurance, and producer financing, Midway Co-op is here to help farmers maximize production and profitability every season. Midway Co-op, supporting our producers, our communities, and the student athletes.
All right, thank you, Milo. We got a 53-40 game here. 1 minute, 26 seconds in the third. The Beloit boys, they trail 33-25 as they start the fourth quarter. That game being played in Larned. And that score of the Axtell-Lynn game, 49-34 in the third. Axtell leads that one. Hrenik being double teamed there. And shot is good. Wow.
I don't know how he got that to go down.
I don't either. Caden Phillips, that's his first bucket of the game.
Maybe the biggest one of the game.
Yep. That makes it a 55-40 game. And he gets it to go. 56-40, minute 15 left in the third quarter. St. John's Tipton Blue Jays looking to clinch their spot in the state tournament next week in Dodge City. Pass ahead, Caden Raby. Goodacre with it. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Phillips back out to Goodacre. Euro step, can't finish. Goodacre, he's fouled, and he'll head to the line and shoot two. Shot won't fall. Head coach John Christ wanting an explanation on that call. And that one won't go either. Colt Worth tracks down the rebound. Ventura will bring it up. Good move, stop, in trouble, kick out, three from the corner. Won't go. And it has been a while since we've seen a three hit by the Quinter Bulldogs.
Yep.
And Phillips is called for the travel. Dale Hargett checks into the game. 17.6 on the clock. This can really determine how this game is going to shift going into the fourth quarter. Ventura over. 2 on the clock, got to get it off. Shot on the way, no good. And that is how this third quarter comes to a close. The St. John's Tipton Blue Jays 8 minutes away from punching their ticket to the state tournament next week in Dodge City. We'll be back here live on the Lakeside Livestream Network.
From agriculture and construction to government initiatives and gaming, Brush Art delivers full-service marketing solutions that make an impact. Launching a new campaign, strengthening your brand, tackling a unique marketing challenge, let's talk about how Brush Art can bring your vision to life. You've got goals, we've got the strategy, creativity, and industry expertise to get you there.
To begin quarter number 4 live in Osborne. And this has been a battle.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I thought it'd be a lot closer than what it is.
Yeah.
But needless to say, you're right, it has been a battle.
Blue Jays with it, Roderick dribbling around up top. Edward Hrenek, you mentioned during the break, he has 30 points now. He was held to just 6 there in the third. There's a shot from the short corner, won't go. Rebound Bridges. Ventura brings it up. Back to Bridges. Spin move, lost the handle. Layup won't go. And travel's called.
I don't know if he took a knee or something to the face.
Ventura getting up slow. Raby back to Hrenek. Good ball movement from the Blue Jays. Edward Hrenek knocks down another. That makes his total 33 on the night. Pass down low, Bridges' shot won't go. Went down hard and the travel is called. They'll stay here with Quinter. They trail by 19. Not insurmountable, but the way this game has gone, it's going to be tough. Bridges' shot is good at the rim. Camden Bridges. Good pass. Roderick underneath. Eilert there to finish it off. Dominic Eilert. His first field goal of the game. Makes it 61-42. Shot on the way from the outside. Front end of the rim won't go. Rebound Blue Jays, here they come. Lost the handle, that should be out. That stays here with St. John's Tipton hit the foot of a Bulldog. And finding Roderick. And going the other way.
That went on for Hrenek.
And we've got a foul. This one is going to be on number 10, Caden Raby. That shot back at the rim won't go. Colt Worth trying to help his team trim into this deficit with 6:21 on the clock. That one won't go either. Rebound Hrenek. That'll stay here with Quinter. Easton Blackwell's shot won't go. Rebound Eilert. Here come the Blue Jays. And hustling. Coach Bergman not happy with that play by the Blue Jays. That foul is on Edward Hrenik. That is his third. And foul is called. That one will go underneath.
Caden Raby, it's his second.
Cantura with it, shot from the corner, and we got a foul. Oh, Coach Bergman's ready to call a timeout, and I think I would not want to be in that St. John's Tipton timeout right now. He calls a full timeout.
The crowd better get loud if nobody else
That's
wants to hear what
right.
he's about to say.
All right. We are going to hand it over to Milo Schroeder for a word from tonight's Lakeside Livestream Network sponsor.
Tonight's Sub-State Championship games are proudly sponsored by Corner Drug and Gift and Downs, your hometown pharmacy that's locally owned and operated and dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need to fill a prescription, pick up everyday health essentials, or find the perfect gift, Corner Drug and Gift has you covered. While you're there, be sure to check out their scrapbooking supplies, beautiful spring decor, and the latest Row Casa restocks that so many people love. Stop by and see their friendly team today. Corner Drug and Gift and Downs, proud sponsors of local athletes.
Thank you, Milo. Well, Coach Bergman unhappy with his team. The last couple trips down the floor defensively. Picked up a lot of fouls there.
Well, that last foul was on Dominic Eilert, and that was his fourth.
Yep. He has just been held to just 3 points in this one. Cantura at the line, shooting 2. He'll hit the first. The Beloit Trojans trail 44-28 with 2:15 left in their sub-state championship. They are checking the timeouts for both teams. And he hits that one. Ventura goes 2 for 2 from the line that trip. Pass ahead to Hrenik. And foul is called on Cantura. And that is just the first foul this quarter on the Quinter Bulldogs. Blue Jays with 5. Hrenik in trouble, finds Goodacre. And Roderick loses it off his foot. That'll go to the Bulldogs. And that shot's good. Camden Bridges. And pass ahead, run down by John Mick. Here's Hrenik. And that's going to be a foul called on Cale Hargett. That is his third. 4:41 left here in the fourth quarter. 1A D1 Sub-State Championship game. Edward Hrenik drives. Kick out to Roderick. Gabriel Roderick in trouble. Skip pass over to Raby.
Very close to a 5 count.
Yes, that was. Ball on the ground. Jump ball is called. There have not been a lot of offensive runs in this quarter.
No,
it's been pretty consistent both ways. Pass down low, there's Cantura. Gunnar Cantura got 4 this quarter. And that's a foul on Cale Hargett.
That's his 4th.
Yep. Checking in for him, number 4, Jax Ruff.
I don't know if you felt like this, but this half has seemed slower than the first half.
It has, yes. This quarter especially.
Yeah.
Neither team, like I mentioned, able to really get that offensive rhythm going this far. And of course, the Blue Jays are.
That was a backcourt.
And Bridges rebound.
He stepped over.
Yeah, I don't know how they did not see that.
Cantura, step back won't go. Rebound Hrenik. I would be interested to see his total stats from this game because, I mean, if he doesn't have a triple-double or a double-double, he's for sure got a triple-double. Oh, blocking foul called. Blue Jay fans on this side do not like that one.
That's his 4th.
Number 4 on Hrenik.
That'll be very interesting because you know the Blue Jays are going to want him in the game in crunch time.
Yeah.
Rough shot. That one bounces in. Coach Bergman not going to his bench, so Hrenik will stay in with 4 fouls. And Ruff's second one, nothing but net. We are now back to an 11-point game. Goodacre with it. Back to Eilert, to Hrenik, thought about it. Roderick from the short corner, knocks it down. Good shot by Gabriel Roderick. Rough shot on the way, offensive foul. Dominic Eilert. Risky play there. He steps over, takes the charge with 4 personal fouls on him, too. That one is on number 4, Jax Ruff. That's 3 on him. Ball on the ground. Good pass from underneath, and he knocks it down. That was Colt Worth. And a stiff turnover by the Blue Jays. Layup is good. Cantura. Wow, we're into a single-digit ball game. Knocked away.
Oh, my.
Oh my, that might have been a backcourt. That was not called. And that's going to be a foul on, that on Raby.
Free throws.
Yep, that is on Caden Raby. Should be his 3rd, it is.
These free throws were big.
Oh.
Worth misses the first. He has 8 right now. And he hits the second.
Oh, my.
got an 8-point game.
At one point, it was a 19-point game.
Oh,
Goodacre almost threw it away. Pass ahead. Roderick steps out of bounds, and it's Quinter basketball. And Coach Bergman does use a full timeout. And I'm going to hand it over to Milo Schroeder for a word from tonight's Lakeside Live Stream Network sponsors.
For more than 125 years, State Bank of Downs has been serving Kansas with hometown banking built on relationships. As a fourth-generation family-owned community bank, they believe the best service starts with getting to know their customers personally. Whether you're making finances at home, growing a business, or planning for the future, their team is committed to making your life better every step of the way. From Downs to communities across Kansas and even in Colorado, Berkeley Bank and the State Bank of Downs is proud to support the 2026 Sub-State Championship.
Well, during this timeout, I've had 95 decibels in here.
Whew.
All right, well, it may get louder than that. We got 102 here.
I hope you got your seatbelts buckled because this is about to get
I would have
crazy.
never guessed we'd be in this situation
No.
about 5 minutes ago. Keep in mind, Edward Hrenek and Dominic Eilert for the Blue Jays playing with 4 fouls. There's a steal by Hrenek. That's big. Layup is good. Bulldogs trying to run the floor. They do. That's a big shot. Easton Blackwell. Whew. Roderick with it. Keep in mind, Blue Jays playing with the lead, and a little floater, Grant Goodacre. He's got 8 points, 2 in each quarter, and every one has been huge. And he stepped over the line. That's a big play. Oh no, it's an offensive foul. Okay, I thought he stepped over the line, throwing it in. I did not see that.
St. John's wants this to be a shooting foul, but since it was an offensive
It's an
foul,
offensive
I'm pretty
foul.
sure
It's
it's not a foul.
shooting foul.
Yep.
That's correct. You do not shoot on an offensive foul.
Nope.
I tell you, where this ball is spotted at, it's a very odd spot to run baseline plays.
Clear in the corner. Goodacre with it. We'll see if St. John's tries to run some timeout here. Raby in the corner. Almost stolen away. Almost stolen away again. And a foul's going to be called. And now
That's on Katera. That's his 5th.
And that is Gunnar Kutera has recorded his 5th personal foul, so he will foul out of this game. He had an excellent game, though, for the Bulldogs. Goodacre's first one, no good.
Katera ends with 20 points.
Wow.
Woo.
Oh, we've kind of been talking about Hrenek. I didn't even realize he was up that far. Goodacre's second one is good. Minute 9, 11-point Blue Jay lead. Off the ankle of Dominic Eilert to none other than who else? Edward Hrenek. That may seal it. We're under a minute here in the 4th quarter. And shot is good by Colt Worth.
Since 1946, Cunningham Fiber has been keeping North Central Kansas connected as a locally owned, family-led company. They proudly serve Mitchell, Cloud, Republic, and Jewell counties with reliable internet, telephone, and TV services for homes and businesses. With headquarters in Glen Elder and offices in Beloit, Belleville, and Concordia, their friendly local team is ready to help with all your communication needs. Cunningham Fiber, connecting our communities and helping bring you tonight's sub-state championship action.
All right, thank you, Milo. 47.6 on the clock. St. John's Tipton Blue Jays lead the Quinter Bulldogs.
The old football play.
Yep. All four on the baseline. Back into Herenick. And I know that's what you want to do, but that is not the man I'd be wanting to be sitting to the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
That foul is on number 22, Colt Worth, just his first.
I've got him with 2, but.
Okay. Yep, hit his 2. Herenick knocks down the first. And the second one is good.
Oh.
And stolen away by Caden Raby. Layup fouled on the attempt.
That one on Jackson Ruff. That's his 4th.
Raby's first one is good. And second one will not fall. Bulldogs gonna have to hurry. Ruff with it. Lob down low to Bridges underneath. Layup will not fall. Gabriel Roderick with it. And it looks like the Bulldogs are gonna pull it off. Pull off the pressure as we're under 10 seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays are going to Dodge City and are your sub-state champions in 2026. And we are going to stay right here for the presentation of the plaque. I'm going to. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live in Osborne. We just finished, got an excellent game between the Quinter Bulldogs and the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. Blue Jays come out on top 73-59 to secure their spot in the state tournament next week in Dodge City. So congratulations to the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. You are seeing highlights and footage from that contest. I'm going to hand it over to Cody Fears for the overall scoring in that game.
I'm going to start with the sub-state champion St. John's. They were led by Herenick with 39 points, followed by Gabriel Roderick with 11, followed by Grant Goodacre with 9, followed up by Caden Raby with 4, and then Carson Thomas and John Mick both each added 2, and also Caden Phillips with 3. For Quinter, they were led in scoring by Gunnar Katera with 20. He was followed by Coltworth and Cademan Bridges, both with 11. And those guys were followed by Jackson Ruff with 8, and finally Easton Blackwell with 7. I mean, it's just crazy. You look at St. John's starters and they get scoring from all 5 starters.
Yep.
And almost all of them, except for a couple, are close to double digits in scoring.
Yeah, that is a very, very well-rounded basketball team. And that is just an unbelievable performance by Edward Herenick, putting the team on his back, finishing with 39 points. And I don't know if you saw during the trophy presentation, they also had a banner that he has surpassed 1,500 career points. So congratulations to Edward Herenick and the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays for not only at the game tonight and advancing, but really their effort all season long as they advance to the state tournament next week.
I will tell you, I for some reason I broke down Herenick's scoring by quarter. He scored 9 in the first quarter, 15 in the second quarter, 6 in the third quarter, and 9 in that fourth quarter.
That is incredible.
And I believe the second quarter is when they went on that big run. And that, to me, is the story of the game. Quinter just could not recover from that big run.
Yeah, they went on a big run, but so did Quinter went on a run of their own there in the fourth, and they got it within single digits there in the fourth, but it was just too little too late as the Blue Jays were able to battle through adversity, fight back, and it all turned around when Coach Bergman called that timeout when we said we would not want to be in that huddle right now. I'm sure part of the thing he said is just slow down as the Blue Jays picked up a couple careless fouls there in the fourth quarter, but they were able to recover. And
this is so interesting to watch the St. John's fans and the other team's fans switching in the stands here.
Yeah, we mentioned that the stands were packed here in the first game, and I would expect the same here in the second game between the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs and the Central Plains Oilers. We're going to take a short break, kind of regroup, and then be back here for the second game of the evening between the Mustangs and Oilers. You're listening to the Lakeside Livestream Network. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking with us if you just watched the game before. And welcome to those of you who are just now joining us, ready for the final boys game of the evening, 1A D1 Sub-State between the number 5 Sylvan Lucas Mustangs and the number 1 Central Plains Oilers. And I think we are in for another good one coming off the end of the St. John's Tipton Quinter Bulldogs game, where the Blue Jays came out with a big win, punching their ticket to the state tournament next week in Dodge City. One of these two teams is about to do the same. The other season will come to a close. We are the Lakeside Livestream Network. We thank you for joining us this evening. Whether you're a first-time viewer or a long-time listener, we are fortunate to have the equipment, the staff that we do. We are joined this evening, I'm Isaac Schoen, joined by Cody Fears and Milo Schroeder. We also have Eli Copes running the computer on your screen this evening, and our cameraman is Colson Klein. I'm going to hand it over to Milo Schroeder for a few of our Lakeside Livestream Network sponsors.
Since 1946, Cunningham Fiber has been keeping North Central Kansas connected. As a locally owned, family-led company, they proudly serve Mitchell, Cloud, Republic, and Jewell counties with reliable internet, telephone, and TV services for homes and businesses. With headquarters in Glen Elder and offices in Beloit, Belleville, and Concordia, their friendly local team is ready to help you with all your communication needs. Cunningham Fiber, connecting our communities and helping bring you tonight's Sub-State Championship action. Spring is right around the corner, which means the perfect time to make sure your home is ready for warmer days ahead. Whether you need plumbing repairs, heating service after a long Kansas winter, or your air conditioning tuned up before summer arrives, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air is ready to help. As a locally owned and operated business and proud Lynette's dealer, they provide trusted comfort solutions for your home all year long. Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, proud sponsor of the 2026 Sub-State Championship Games. Founded in 2014, Remus Tower Service was built to solve real challenges in the tower industry. Today, they provide high-quality beacon extensions and mounting solutions used by tower service providers across the country. With innovative and patent designs and products proudly manufactured right here in the heart of the United States, Remus Tower Service is committed to quality from the first weld to the final coating. Remus Tower Service, built with American craftsmanship and proud to be your 2026 Sub-State Championship sponsor. When it comes to great water at home or at work, trust the local experts at Wakanda Water. As a locally owned and operated business, they proudly serve our community with water softeners, reverse osmosis systems, bottled water, and convenient regular salt delivery. From improving the quality of your home's water to keeping your business supplied, Wakanda Water is dedicated to serve you can count on. Give them a call at 785-454-6009. Wakanda Water, locally owned, locally trusted, and proud supporters of local athletes. Tonight's Sub-State Championship broadcast is brought to you by Wakanda Boats and Motors. Warmer weather is right around the corner. That means boating season at Wakanda Lake is almost here. If you're ready to get back out on the water, the team at Wakanda Boats and Motors is here to help you with everything you need for a great day at the lake. Whether you're gearing up for fishing, family time, or just cruising the water, they're your local destination to get ready for the season ahead. Wakanda Boats and Motors, helping you make the most of the boating season and proudly supporting the athletes of North Central Kansas.
Alrighty, thank you, Milo. We do, of course, thank all of our live stream sponsors this season. And we want to thank Osborne High School for giving us this opportunity to provide you all with the games this evening. So we're going to have another great set of introductions. If you missed it in the first game, you are in for a treat. We're going to turn it over to public address announcer Rex Johnston for tonight's starting lineups.
Sportsmanship starts with respect. Respect for yourself, respect for your team, respect for the opponent and the decisions of the officials. Great fans are enthusiastic for their team and sportsmanlike with their behavior toward the opponent and the decisions of the officials. Good luck to both teams.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, wow, this place is rocking.
If you want to know how loud it is in here, during those introductions, we hit 107 decibels.
Wow, absolutely. And I want to point out one thing. I thought, okay, Sylvan Lucas is maybe going to have a little bit more of a home court advantage because of the proximity to Osborne. And after they announced the first Sylvan player, it was so loud, I thought, I don't know. Let me tell you, the Oiler fans are here.
Yep.
It is just as loud on this side as it is on the Mustangs side. The Mustangs control the tip. Starters, Braden Nelson, Carter Johnson, Vance Dole, Lane Brokish, Cody Charvat.
That was Carter Johnson for 2.
Starters for Central Plains, Brody Kreitz, Camden Stiles, Peyton Doty, Rylan Simpson, and Landon Daniels. Central Plains enters tonight's contest. There's number 10, Camden Stiles. If you know anything about high school basketball, you know the name of Stiles has a lot of history. The student sections have been a blast to watch this evening. There's a 3 from the outside. That one will not go.
This is the first time I've ever got to see Central Plains play live.
Yep. And that runner is good. Brody Kreitz. That makes it 5-2. Central Plains in a 2-3 defense. Rebound, Brokish, putback, won't go. Here's Kreitz, good move, Euro step, won't fall, rebound, Brokish. Central Plains enters with a 22-2 record on the year. There are only 2 losses to Sterling and Little River. It's shot from the outside, offline,
Nice
rebound underneath. Peyton Doty adds his name in the scoring column. Good start for the Oilers. They are coached by Michael Ryan, assisted by Aaron Gonzalez and Jacob Ryan. Shot on the way, won't go. Carter Johnson shot off the mark. Oh, pass down low. Oh, man, what a pass. Oh, that one will not fall. And we're going the other way. Vance Dole with it. Back to Carter Johnson. Back to Dole. Shot from the outside. Vance Dole knocks down the 3. Great shot by Dole. That makes it a 7-5 ball game.
Nice find.
Pass down low, reverse layup. What a move. Rylan Simpson. How about some balanced scoring to start?
All but one starter has scored.
There's a 3 on the way. That one will not go. Being tipped around. Kreitz comes up with it. Pass to Doty. Kreitz with it again. Takes a couple dribbles in the lane. Dribble around top of the key. And foul is called. 2 shots. This foul is going to be on Braden Nelson, his first. That shot is good. Peyton Doty. And that one is good also. Doty goes 2 for 2 from the line. That'll make it a 10-5 ball game, or 11-5 ball game, excuse me.
I can't believe we're halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah. And that went off someone's foot.
We'll stay here with Sylvan Lucas.
Zane Maupin and Tristan Keith are in the game. Three on the way, no. And that'll go to the Oilers.
Clock's still running in the gym. Oh. There it is.
Pass down low in the post. Won't fall. And we got a turnover. Good defense by the Mustangs. Tristan Keith coming up with that one. Pass over to Maupin, down low to Brokish. Brokish, good move. Little floater, won't fall. And that'll go to Central Plains. Oh. Driving in, and he's called for the travel. Camden Stiles took one too many steps on that one. Pass to Brokish in the high post. Good move, won't go, gets his own miss, and he's fouled. He'll head to the line and shoot two. That one is on Peyton Doty. Brokish misses the first. Back into the game for the Oilers, number 55, Landon Daniels. Also checking in for Sylvan Lucas, number 0, Kai Labertu. Brokish can't hit the second. Oilers with the ball. Kreitz brings it up. Scott Lamach in the game for the Oilers. Pass outside. There's a three on the way. Back into the rim. No good. Rebound Mustangs.
That brings the crowd to life.
Yes, it does. And almost stolen by the Oilers. Tristan Keith, little runner, won't go. Brokish going to be called for the over the back. That'll be number 1 on him. And it's tough because his 6'7" frame gives him a big advantage, but Zane Maupin pressuring the ball all the way up the court. The ball is poked. That'll stay here with the Oilers. Ryland Simpson with the ball.
Wow.
Back at the top of the key. That foul is going to be on number 22, Zane Maupin, number 1 on him. That is the third team on Sylvan Lucas. This is a much different pace than the game we saw before this one.
I was just sitting here thinking, seems a lot slower.
Yes, it does. Pass down low. Dole driving all the way to the basket. What a move, Vance Dole. This Sylvan student section on their feet. 11-7 game here in Osborne. Skip pass outside to Kreitz. Kreitz drives in. Shot from the short corner won't go. Rebound underneath. Simpson. Shot is good. Ryland Simpson stuck with it.
I don't know how he got that to go in.
Shot from Dole at the top of the key, no. Pass to the outside, driving in the lane, won't go. Kreitz back up top. Simpson got in trouble.
Gonna stay here.
Oh, that stays here. No? Yeah, they do. Oh, they're going to discuss.
That side official said it was off Sylvan's knee.
I think it was from here.
Kreitz, turnaround, won't go. Rebound mopping, 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. This first quarter has flown by.
Yeah, even though the game has felt slow, the quarter has just flown by.
Yes. And to say it's so is not a knock on either one of these teams, just completely different pace and style of play. Poked right back to the Mustangs. Dole with it, kicks it out, thrown away. Whew. Carter Johnson couldn't handle that pass. Looking like the Oilers going to have the last shot of the quarter.
Keeps throwing me off. I see this green and white and the big O. I keep thinking we're watching Oregon play.
That's right.
Only 5 seconds left here.
Kreitz in the corner, no. Hold on, we didn't have a buzzer. I was gonna say either this place is really loud or I didn't hear a buzzer. There was no buzzer that sounded.
There was no buzzer.
Either way, that shot is off the line, and that'll bring us to the end of quarter number one. Central Plains leads Sylvan Lucas 13-7. I'm going to hand it over to Milo Schroeder. We'll be right back live in Osborne.
Tonight's Sub-State Championship game is sponsored by Miller Hardware, your hometown headquarters for spring projects. As the weather warms up, it's the perfect time to tackle those jobs around the house and yard. Stop by Miller Hardware for Vaspar paints, freshen up your home, and pick up fertilizer and pre-emergent to keep your lawn looking green and healthy all season long. Whether you're working inside or out, Miller Hardware has the tools, supplies, and friendly services to help you get the job done right. Miller Hardware, proud supporters of student athletes in North Central Kansas.
Thank you, Milo. And we'll probably talk about this more at halftime, but I want to give credit to the Osborne Bulldogs for this environment that they've created here. And it started from the second we walked in. We walked in and we saw there were already 3 radio stations here set up. We thought by showing up at 4:45 for a 6 o'clock start, we would be early. That is not the case.
We were actually late.
Yeah, we were late. So I think we are looking at what seems to be the issue with the buzzer. There we go. We got a buzzer sound. So
I tell you, I don't think the Sylvan Lucas student section has sat down.
No, they haven't. And I would probably say they are the most probably energetic of all 4 student sections we've seen thus far.
I'm sitting over here looking at Central Plains is sitting down. I look over at Sylvan. They're still standing up.
They are still standing up. But the Central Plains student section must have heard you because they stood right back up. There's a 3 from the outside. Nothing but net. Camden Stiles knocks down the 3. That makes it 15-7. Almost tipped away. Lane Brokish little turnaround. That's hard to stop.
Yep.
And just a sophomore, the thought of him in 2 years still down there dominating the post is a scary thought for teams in the Northern Plains League. Carter Johnson's going to be called for that foul. That should just be number 1 on him. And back to the scorers table. This is where we need NBA mic'd up referees.
I'm pretty sure they didn't reset the fouls from the first quarter.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
And I can tell you, as somebody that has worked the scores table before, just starting and stopping the clock, I would much prefer to be on a broadcast. There's a lot of pressure when you're sitting behind that scores table.
Well, they're wore out from the first game.
Right, yes. I know I am.
Their
Crichton's down low. Shot in the post, foul, will not go. But Peyton Doty will head to the line for 2 shots. That foul is on Lane Brokish. That is number 2. And he will sub out of the game.
That's pretty big.
That is big. Whether he's scoring or not, Brokish's presence in the post to rebound and play defense is big. And that one's good as well. Doty goes 2 for 2 from the line. Oilers lead 17-9. They almost throw it away. Vance Dole runs it down. Back to Johnson. Johnson, top of the key, kick to the corner. 3 on the way, will not go. Rebound, Maupin, and the putback is good. Zane Maupin. Cody Charvat in the game, number 34 for the Mustangs. Pass in the post. Kreitz finishes strong at the rim. Brody Kreitz. Score is 19-11. And that'll stay here with the Mustangs. In the corner is Maupin. Got him in the air. Front end of the rim won't go. Johnson and Maupin ran into each other there. I think the Mustangs probably could have got an offensive board.
Oh, good hustle.
And that will go to the Oilers, or to the Mustangs, off the Oilers. Pass to the short corner. And jump ball, great defense there by number 55, Landon Daniels, forcing the jump ball. Mustangs with it, Charvat from the corner, dribbles out, pass to Dole. Dole driving into the lane, turnaround pass, Charvat from the corner. Cody Charvat knocks down the 3. That makes it a 5-point game. Doty drives in, and he's fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Peyton Doty, good drive to the basket. This foul is on number 13, Vance Dole. That is his first, team third. And that one's good. Doty's got 6 right now. He did go 1 for 2. I misspoke the last time he was at the line. And he goes 1 for 2 that time. Here come the Mustangs. Carter Johnson brings the ball across the half-court line. Vance Dole over to Charvat. Back to Maupin. No look pass to the corner to Johnson. Skip pass to Cody Charvat. Down low in the post. Tip pass, Johnson from the corner. That won't go. Rebound still, and that'll go to Central Plains.
I tell you, just watching that possession there, Central Plains rotates very well defensively.
Yes, they do. Sylvan Lucas in straight man defense. Nelson's pass to Kreitz, looking down low for Doty. That'll stay here with the Oilers. 4:31 left here in the Sub-State Championship game. On the other side of the bracket, we saw the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays advance to the state tournament just earlier this evening. Kreitz shot is good. Johnson with it. Dole back to Johnson. Almost lost the handle. And going up the court, here's Kreitz. Good move over Charvat. Brody Kreitz. Excellent move to the basket. He's got 8. And just like that, Central Plains has taken a 24-14 lead. Handed over to Milo Schroeder with a word from tonight's sponsors.
Tonight's Sub-State Championship broadcast is brought to you by Midway Co-op. For more than 110 years, Midway Co-op has been a trusted partner in agriculture across north central Kansas. Headquartered in Osborne, their experienced and hardworking team proudly serves communities like Downs, Alton, Lebanon, Luray, Mankato, Portis, Waldo, and many more. From grain marketing and crop nutrients to seed, crop protection, custom applications, premium feeds, crop insurance, and producer financing, Midway Co-op is here to help farmers maximize production and profitability every season. Midway Co-op supporting our producers, our communities, and the student athletes.
All right, thank you, Milo. Score is 24-14, 4:02 left here in the second quarter.
I was talking to Liam Christians in between games, and he said that he talked to a Mankato Rock Hills Grizzlies player, and half of their whole team is in that Sylvan student section because they did support the Rock Hills girls, and they're paying it back.
They're paying it back. That's right. Northern Plains League team sticking together. That foul is on Peyton Doty. Out to Vance Dole. Carter Johnson got Kreitz in the air, won't go. Rebound, Brokish. He's fouled. He'll head to the line and shoot 2. Brokish at the line, shooting 2. Landon Daniels, that's his first. Brokish's first free throw, back into the rim, won't go. Into the game for the Oilers. Number 11, Scott Lamach, and number 23, Peyton Kimke. Second one, nothing but net for Lane Brokish. Oilers lead by 9. One of these teams is going to advance to the state tournament next week. The other season comes to a close tonight. Who will advance? Good job by Kreitz, getting not 1 but 2 Mustangs in the air. and that will send Kreitz to the line to shoot 2. You know, not being as familiar with the Central Plains Oilers, I would say Brody Kreitz is a player that is very capable of scoring 20-plus points a game. That hits the back end of the rim, won't go.
He's got 9 so far in this first half.
Back to Keith.
And he's left a couple free throws out there as well.
Yep. Johnson from the short corner. Pass to Dole. Good cut to the basket. Brokish hangs with it. That one won't go. Back to Brokish. Lays it up and in. Lane Brokish. Sticking with it. 5 this quarter. Lead down to 8 for the Oilers. The Central Plains Oilers took down the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays earlier this year at the Amos Morris Classic in Russell. So that shows you what this Oilers team is capable of. There's a big 3 from Camden Stiles. That's his second 3 of the quarter.
He had kind of went quiet there for a while.
Yes, he did. Vance Dole, little floater is good. He has the answer. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Kreitz pass to Simpson. He kicks it out. Scott Launch. That one won't go. We'll have a jump ball, and that'll stay here with the Oilers. Landon Daniels subs back into the game. Halftime at the 1A Division II Sub-State Championship. Hanover leads Blue Valley 38-12.
Wow. I'm guessing that Axtell did win.
Yes, they did. Axtell was able to take down the Lynn Bulldogs. There's Brody Kreitz. Good move to the basket, coast to coast. Running out of room in his scoring column this quarter. Had that in the first game with Edward Horenick and the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. Brody Kreitz having a big quarter of his own here. There's a kick to the corner. Vance Dole, good look, won't go. Right to Kreitz. Pass ahead here is Ryland Simpson. Pass back to Kreitz, kick back. There's a 3 on the way. That one will not go. Rebound Carter Johnson.
Under a minute here.
Game is flying by.
Yeah.
Back Keith, pass back to Johnson. That one won't go. That's frustrating for him. He had a pretty good look. Kreitz calls out the play. Ryland Simpson with it. We'll see what Central Plains elects to do. Do they try and score, or they're going to run the clock out? Right now it's looking like they're just going to run the clock out. Not being guarded, he can continue to sit here. Backed off. They're going to let this run out. Little stall ball here. Again, we will not be able to see this next season with the implementation of the shot clock. Under 10, Kreitz with it. Stopped him. There's the Lamont. Shot won't go. Oh my.
And he's shooting 3.
They got him on the foul. And that's big. I think they're going to call that a shooting foul. I think there still should be some time on the clock. I think they're going to tell him to put 1 second on. So that's big. Central Plains was kind of carrying some momentum, but Wayne Brokish turned around and was.
I guess he just tried to chuck one.
He did, and I don't think they were trying to block it. I think it was just kind of a wrong place, wrong time kind of situation. 0.8 on the clock. So Brokish has 3 shots. First one won't go, back into the rim. Second one, nothing but net. Oh, I did see Tristan Keith down there at the block, went up to Brokish before he shot the first one, kind of pointed at his head, said, don't think, just get up, relax, knock him down. And that one will not go. Rebound Daniels, and that is how this first half comes to a close. We got another good one here in Osborne. 1A Division I Sub-State Championship game between the number 5 Sylvan Lucas Mustangs and the number 1 Central Plains Oilers. I'm going to hand it over to Milo Schroeder for a word from tonight's live stream sponsors.
From agriculture and construction to government initiatives and gaming, Brushart delivers full-service marketing solutions that make an impact. Launching a new campaign, strengthening your brand, tackling a new unique marketing challenge, let's talk about how Brushart can bring your vision to life. You've got goals, we've got the strategy, creativity, and industry experience to get you there.
All right, we are going to turn it over to the Osborne Bulldogs dance team for tonight's halftime performance. All right, thank you to the Osborne Bulldogs dance team as they performed tonight's halftime show. I'm going to hand it over to Cody Fears now for first half scoring for both teams.
Starting with Central Plains here tonight, they were led in that first half in scoring by Brody Kreitz with 11 points, followed by Camden Stiles with 9, followed by Peyton Doty with 6, and followed by Rylan Simpson with 4. Scoring for Sylvan Lucas, they were led in scoring by Vance Dole with 7, followed by Lane Brokage with 6, and then following them was Cody Charvette with 3, and then also Zane Moppin and Carter Johnson added 2 points apiece.
So a little more balanced scoring than we saw in the first game, where Edward Hrenek of the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays dropped 39. But this has been just as fun a game to watch. Both of these teams battling right to the very end of that first half. And we saw sophomore Lane Brokish has been called for his second foul. So that does make a difference in how things are going to be played. That changes Jeff Starkey's maybe substitution strategy a little bit here, because we talked about all season for the Lakeside games, playing with 2 fouls to 3 fouls is a huge difference, and 3 to 4 is a huge difference as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the Mustangs battle back. Central Plains, not really the run and gun type of team.
No.
But they're hitting shots, they're making plays, and they are rotating very well on defense. You did mention their defense in the first half was something to keep an eye on, and it has proved to be the difference, holding the Mustangs to just 20 first-half points.
Yeah, it's a little slower-paced game than what we saw, which kind of surprised me because I figured both these teams would want to get up and down the floor, but they haven't. It's been more of a let's just get the ball in the half court and run our offense and see what happens.
That's right. It's a lot easier to keep track of that way, because that first game I couldn't turn our scoring sheets fast enough.
Yeah.
So, again, we welcome everyone. If you are a first-time viewer or a long-time listener, the Lakeside Livestream Network is honored to be here in Osborne to broadcast all 4 Sub-State Championship games. Had the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays and Quinter Bulldogs earlier this evening. We've got the Central Plains Oilers and Sylvan Lucas Mustangs tonight. And then tomorrow, we're going to come back, do the girls' games. First game on the schedule tomorrow is going to be the Rock Hills Grizzlies. Lady Grizzlies will be taking on the Central Plains Oilers. And then the final game of the evening, I expect you to bring your watch and track the decibels for tonight's final contest between the Osborne Lady Bulldogs hosting the Sub-State, taking on the Quinter Bulldogs.
Yeah, I was just sitting here looking. You can tell it's Sub-State basketball because of all the radio stations that are here that we've talked about, only one has left. And there's one sitting down next to us that is not calling the game, but they are still watching.
They're still here, yeah. You could make a Sub-State bingo card.
Yeah.
I mean, another thing I would put on a Sub-State bingo card is the excellent costumes by the high schoolers coming to support their team. You always have fun themes. I've seen Osborne's, they've been sharing out. I believe their theme tomorrow night for their student section is blackout. So,
I tell you, I don't think I'd ever say this, but it's about 8 minutes past my bedtime. I really need a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. You know, we called games all year, but the energy, the environment, I mean, it's something that cannot be duplicated during the regular season.
No. There's just something about Sub-State basketball that just feels and hits different than regular season games.
That's right. March Madness has started early.
Yeah.
I think the probably most impressive thing to me about this overall environment here is, I mean, of course, St. John's fans have traveled very well, and Sylvan Lucas fans have traveled well just with the proximity. But I want to give all the credit in the world to the Quinter fans and the Central Plains fans. They have had no problem filling these stands either, and they're making just as much noise. So this brings a true meaning to a neutral site for Sub-State.
I thought there for a second the Sylvan fans were cheering the refs as they came on the floor.
Yep. Here are the Mustangs ready for the second half of action. We were joined earlier this evening by Osborne High School senior Ashlyn Schultz. Visited with her about her team's success this season, as well as her efforts and production of this year's sub-state programs. And we flipped through these multiple times, and I cannot imagine the amount of work that it took. And she said she started this project right after Christmas break. I think if I would even do something like this, it would take me years. And she was able to accomplish that in just about pretty much 2 months.
Yeah.
That's impressive. And to be able to get the number of sponsors is a true testament to all of these areas coming together. And that's what small towns are all about, able to support the student athletes. All right, well, we got one more half of basketball this evening. Central Plains leads Sylvan Lucas 30-20. Mustangs looking to stage a comeback here. Carter Johnson with it, back to Dole. Dole, skip pass across the way to Charvat. From the short corner, blocked by Doty. Mustangs hang with it. Johnson 3 and 1. No, we've got a foul underneath. I think it'll be Central Plains ball. That 3 does count. Basket is good. Foul underneath on the box out. So big shot there by Carter Johnson. That foul was on Braden Nelson, number 5 of the Mustangs. There's Kreitz, 3 of his own. That will not go. Rebound, Charvat. Cody Charvat back to Carter Johnson. Outside. Mustangs with it. Little floater from Johnson. He's got the Mustangs on a 5-0 run here to start this third quarter.
If you're Sylvan Lucas, you couldn't have started this half any better.
Correct. And shot down low, won't go. Rebound Brokish. Dole almost poked away. Oh, we've got a foul. Oh my. Oh my. I don't know about that one.
It's on Camden Styles, his second.
There's a deep 3. Won't go. And he is standing out of bounds with the ball. Yeah, that foul was on Camden Styles. That was his second. You know, just observing from a distance, you can tell Michael Ryan, head coach of the Central Plains Oilers, not so much, I mean, on that foul there, some coaches probably would have went ballistic. I mean, he remained cool, calm, and collected and just made sure his guys stuck in there too. There's a little floater, won't go. Here's Johnson. If I am correct, head coach Michael Ryan of the Oilers, older brother of star Emily Ryan of the Central Plains Lady Oilers.
She's still at Iowa State.
Had a lot of success at Iowa State. If she has not graduated yet, she's got to be close. And we got a foul underneath the basket. So, I mean, you want to talk about a school that has had a lot of success athletically. You look at the Central Plains Oilers.
I remember watching some games of Emily Ryan when she played for Central Plains.
I went to I was actually sub-state when it was back in Sylvan Lucas right after I graduated high school when they were coached by Pat Stiles, and I think I remember them winning 90-something to 20-something.
Yeah.
There's a shot from Johnson. No good. Rebound Brokish. Probably got lucky there.
Yeah.
Might have got a body, but it's good. Lane Brokish. And 30-second timeout by Central Plains. We're going to take a quick timeout, hand it over to Milo Schroeder for a word from tonight's sponsor.
Tonight's Sub-State Championship games are proudly sponsored by Corner Drug and Gift in Downs, your hometown pharmacy that's locally owned and operated and dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need to fill a prescription, pick up everyday health essentials, or find the perfect gift, Corner Drug and Gift has you covered. While you're there, be sure to check out their scrapbooking supplies, beautiful spring decor, and latest row Casa restocks that so many people love. Stop by and see their friendly team today. Corner Drug and Gift and Downs, proud sponsors of local athletes.
Well, I did just get a text from Jackson Heenan, alumni of Sylvan Lucas High School, and he said Emily Ryan is a grad assistant coach for Iowa State's women's basketball team now. So thank you, Jackson. Glad you could be watching this evening.
Yeah, I just looked it up to see.
Okay. There's a three from the outside. Will not go. Rebound, Dole. And here comes Lane Brokish.
Whoa.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Big man's got moved. Lane Brokish, coast to coast. I would not want to take a charge against him. I'd have just let him go right to the basket.
You see the train coming, you better get off the tracks.
That's right.
And that sucker was moving.
Yes, it was. And that foul kind of slows the momentum. That foul's on Vance Dole. But look at that. We got a 1-point game. Sylvan Lucas Mustangs have started this quarter on a 9-0, now 9-2 run. That basket by Brody Kreitz ends the Mustangs' run. That's back to Dole. Three could tie it on this possession. Charvat tries to do it. He does! This game is tied. 32 apiece. Cody Charvat knocks down the three. He's got 6. This game's tied up here in the third quarter. 1A Division I Sub-State Championship game. And shot, turnaround jumper by Ryland Simpson gives the Oilers the 34-32 lead. Well, I hope I have a voice tomorrow, but wow. We have been blessed with some good basketball this evening.
You're going to have to start doing warming up exercises to get your voice ready.
That's right. Lane Brokish with it. Back to Vance Dole. Carter Johnson, dribble in the lane. We got a foul going to be called on the Oilers. This one is on Brody Kreitz. I believe that is just his first. Team third. Back to Dole. Pass down low. Brokish shot. No. Brokish could have tied it with that one. Instead, Oilers go to look to make this a 2-possession game. There's Simpson driving around the lane. Illegal screen called on the Oilers. I think that is on number 55, Landon Daniels. And the official telling Coach Ryan, looked like he kind of was not set all the way. But that's number 2 on Daniels. Styles, Doty, and Daniels all with 2 fouls apiece for the Oilers. Mop and kick out to Keith. Keith, 3 on the way, won't go. Rebound, Dole. Pass back to Johnson. Good move in the lane. Good defense by the Oilers. Pass down low to Keith. He's fouled. He'll head to the line and shoot 2. That one is on number 13, Rylan Simpson. Keith will not get that one to go. That's actually Simpson's second. I missed his first, so he has 2 as well. So 4 of the 5 starters for the Oilers with 2 fouls. Keith hits the second one, makes it a 1-point ball game.
Oh. Sylvan cranking up the defense.
Yes, they are. Tipped back right there.
Oh,
and he walked. The pivot foot came up just at the last second.
Man, you can just feel the momentum shifting
You
to
can,
Sylvan.
absolutely. Sylvan has outscored the Mustangs this quarter 13-4.
Oh,
And foul going to be called again on the Oilers. We'll see who they got this one on. This one's on Brody Kreitz. So now all 5 starters for the Oilers with 2 fouls. Kreitz, Stiles, Doty, Simpson, and Daniels. That'll send Carter Johnson to the free throw line for 2. That one no good. And the second one will tie it up. And full timeout called by the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs. We are going to go hand it over to Milo Schurter for a word from tonight's live stream sponsors.
For more than 125 years, State Bank of Downs has been serving Kansas with hometown banking built on relationships. As a 4th-generation family-owned community bank, they believe in the best service starts with getting to know their customers personally. Whether you're managing finances at home, growing a business, or planning for the future, their team is committed to making your life better every step of the way. From Downs to communities across Kansas and even in Colorado, Berkeley Bank and the State Bank of Downs is proud to sponsor the 2026 Sub-State Championship.
Thank you, Milo. Two minutes left here in the third quarter, and we are knotted up at 34. What a great way to spend a Friday night. Seeing some of the area's best athletes this weekend try and punch their ticket to the state tournament.
and we got the best seat in the house.
We got the best seat in the house. You know, it was interesting as Central Plains fans were showing up there at the end of that St. John's Quinter game. Central Plains fans were showing up. Sylvan Lucas fans were going up. If we had to get out of this building, I don't know if you and I would have made it out, because this place was jam-packed, and it still is. Three on the way, won't go. Oilers offensive board, Kreitz with it. There's a three on the way. That one won't go. Rebound, Barokish. Stiles and Kreitz missed a three apiece on that possession. And the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs, after being down at 10 at half, have the opportunity to take the lead on this possession. Barokish drives baseline, kicks out. Tristan Keith, good pump fake. Shot on the way, yes! Mustangs lead, 36-34.
Was that a three?
No, that
No.
was a two.
Okay, because he said three.
Nope, that was just a two. Kreitz dribbling around the lane, shot on the way, no, rebound, Barokish.
gotten so hot in here. It feels like they just turned the air conditioner on.
Yes.
I just feel some cold air blowing on me.
I think Mr. Schoen's blowing on you. I can't feel it.
.35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mustangs lead 36-34. Keith's three. Hey, knocks it down. Tristan Keith off the bench. 6 huge points here in the third quarter. And a steal by Johnson. Johnson layup, no. Rebound Maupin, put back, no. Rebound Kreitz, 8 on the clock. Oilers, this is a big possession.
Yeah.
That's a big, big foul. Brody Kreitz called for his third personal.
I tell you,
it looked like he dropped the shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know if he made contact. Is the thing.
I think he did.
Johnson shot at the buzzer, won't go.
I know Central Plains fans aren't happy with that, but he lowered his shoulder into him.
So the score at the end of 3, Sylvan Lucas, 39, Central Plains 34. Milo Schroeder has a word from tonight's Lakeside Livestream Network sponsor.
Since 1946, Cunningham Fiber has been keeping North Central Kansas connected. As a locally owned, family-owned company, they proudly serve Mitchell, Cloud, Republic, and Jewel counties with reliable internet, telephone, and TV services for homes and businesses. With headquarters in Glen Elder and offices in Beloit, Belleville, and Concordia, their friendly local team is ready to help you with all your communication needs. Cunningham Fiber, connecting our communities and helping bring you tonight's sub-state championship action.
Well, in that third quarter, Sylvan Lucas outscored Central Plains 18-4. And I don't think that this game is going to get you're not going to see a big, wide margin of victory for either of these teams. It's going to come down to, like you said earlier, it could come down to who has the ball last.
Yeah, Central Plains is going to have to figure out a way to slow down Sylvan right now on this run that they're on.
There's a big three. Yes! Number 10, Camden Stiles tells Sylvan Lucas not so fast. That'll make it a 39-37 ball game. Pass down low on the baseline to Lane Brokish. Kick back to Vance Dole. Oh, it looked like he took an extra step. Maybe he got away with one there. Pass back to Dole. Over to Johnson. Charvat with it. Back to Johnson. Over to Dole. Here's Brokish. Short corner. Floater won't go. Rebound Oilers. They can tie or take the lead on this possession.
He traveled.
And that is a travel called on Peyton Doty.
I think he backed up thinking there was going to be some contact there, and there wasn't.
Nobody. 6:56 left here in the fourth quarter. 1A D1 Sub-State Championship game live from Osborne. Brody Kreitz with it, bringing it back up.
Wow.
And layup is good, Brody Kreitz.
And just like that, we're tied.
We are tied again. And the good news is for both these teams, Brody Kreitz does have 3 fouls, but other than that, there's no serious foul trouble for either team.
Well,
so the 10 you see on the court are all going to have the possibility to be playing.
I was just sitting here thinking that Brokage had a great third quarter because he didn't pick up any fouls.
Yes, he did. Yep.
So
Johnson the inbound. Pass back to Charvat on the line.
That's so frustrating as a coach. And I'm sure as a player as well.
And Vance Dole runs it down. Oh, what a move.
Wow.
Oilers fans next to us wanted to travel. Getting chippy here.
Yeah.
That foul is going to be called on Braden Nelson. That'll be 3 on him. Actually, they're just showing 2 on the scoreboard, so.
Because I had him for 2 already.
Kreitz thought about it. That ball is tipped.
Oh, wow.
And they want a tip here. This is going to be one of those games where half the gym is going to be unhappy on every whistle.
Yeah.
That's why it's nice to just have the headset on, neutral. Johnson, spin move, drive into the lane. Wow, what a finish. Carter Johnson, excellent. That foul is on Landon Daniels. That'll be 3 on him. This foul's going to be on the Mustangs. See who this one's on. This one is on Tristan Keith. That's his second personal, second team. It is also going to be worth mentioning, it's going to come down to who can make free throws down the stretch. Every point counts. Pass back to Kreitz. Kreitz stopped in the lane by Keith. There's a big 3 from the corner. Yes! Camden Stiles, another big 3. That is his 5th 3 of this ball game. He's got 15, and the Oilers retake a 42-41 lead. Oh, good move by Maupin. Won't get it to fall. That foul is going to be on Maupin.
Oh.
Stolen away by the Mustangs. Here's Dole. Good move to the basket. Mustangs retake the lead. See how many lead changes we can get here in the 4th. My goodness. There's a shot, big 3. I think that may have been tipped.
Could have been.
That angle that ball took, the trajectory kind of seemed off there towards the end. Johnson slowly brings the ball up. Here's Dole, back to Maupin. Big move inside. And Kreitz comes up with it. He wanted him.
Yeah.
He wanted.
He was ready to launch it.
Kreitz shot. Wow! Off balance shot. Brody Kreitz.
I thought maybe he stepped in on the shot, but apparently not.
Okay, now was that a 3 or was that a 2?
They called it a 3.
They called it a 3.
That was a 3.
But I thought he had a foot inside the line.
I did too.
When he let it go.
I was wondering. There's a 3. Yes. Carter Johnson, full timeout. Sylvan Lucas, who has just now taken a 46-45 Sylvan Lucas lead. Gonna hand it over to Milo Schroeder for a word from tonight's live stream sponsor.
Spring is right around the corner, which means it's perfect time to make sure your home is ready for the warmer days ahead. Whether you need plumbing repairs, heating service after a long Kansas winter, or your air conditioning tuned up before summer arrives, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air is ready to help. As a locally owned and operated business and proud Lennox dealer, they provide trusted comfort solutions for your home all year long. Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, proud sponsor of the 2026 Sub-State Championship.
Well, this is kind of what I expected our first game to be like.
Yeah. Sylvan Lucas, the number 5 seed, giving the number 1 Oilers a run for their money.
And by my calculations, Sylvan has 2 timeouts left.
Pass back to Daniels. Here's Kreitz. You know, Kreitz has not taken a bad shot this entire game.
I thought that was going to go in.
I did too. That foul is called on the Mustangs. Number 13, Vance Dole. That's 3 on him. That'll send Kreitz to the line for 2. First one, front of the rim, rattles off to the side. He can still tie it with this one. 3:05 left here in the 4th quarter. And that one is good. Tristan Keith with it. Back to Johnson, big 3. Oh, man, he hit it. Carter Johnson threw up a prayer, and he buries it.
You couldn't have defended that any better.
No, you couldn't have. I was surprised he pulled the trigger. Driving into the lane, good penetration, in trouble. Kreitz got Dole in the air. He fouled and one. Oh, what a play. Brody Kreitz putting the team on his back in the 4th quarter. Gets the and one. Wow. What a shot. That's a second shot like that he's made this quarter. That foul's on Vance Dole. That is his 4th. And this game is tied again.
Yeah.
One of the best games we've gotten to call all season.
Yeah. To see him get hit on the wrist before he shot it and finish that is unbelievable.
Yes. And there's none other than Lane Brokish. His first bucket here in the 4th is a big one. Gives the Mustangs a 51-49 lead. That would have been big.
Yeah.
Shot no good from Camden Stiles. Mustangs, they can make this a 2-possession game on this possession. And Daniels comes up with it.
Very close to a travel
Yes,
there.
that was.
Drive.
There's a from the corner, Stiles 3. Yes! Central Plains takes the lead. 1:31 left here in the 4th quarter. Camden Stiles, that is his 6th 3 of the game, his 3rd this quarter. The Oilers lead 52-51. Milo Schroeder, if you still got it in ya, let's hand it over to him for a word from the Lakeside Livestream Network sponsors.
Founded in 2014, Remus Tower Service was built to solve real challenges in the tower industry. Today, they provide high-quality beacon extensions and mounting solutions used by tower service providers across the country. With innovative patent designs and products proudly manufactured right here in the heart of the United States, Remus Tower Service is committed to quality from the first weld to the final coating. Remus Tower Service, built with American craftsmanship and proud to be a sponsor of the 2026 Sub-State Championship.
All right, well, I just see Anthony Blair walking near on the sideline with that Sub-State Championship plaque. And in the first game, we kind of knew that was going to the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays toward the end. We don't know who it's going to. It's going to come right down to it. Carter Johnson, another one. No, that one will not fall. Rebound Oilers. They've got a 1-point lead, and we are at the 1-minute mark. Here we go. Buckle your seatbelts.
Yep. Don't force anything here.
We will see. Pass down low. Daniels left wide open. It won't fall. One of those buckets where he's too wide open. Carter Johnson driving in the lane. No. Rebound, Brokish. Put back. No. Rebound, Kreitz. Foul on the Mustangs. That'll send the Oilers to the line to shoot 2. And he has been calm, cool, and collected all evening. And now he knocks down the first. Coach Starkey gonna take a timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout. We're gonna hang out right here. That foul was on Zane Maupin. Timeout, Sylvan Lucas. Just a 30-second.
That leaves them with 1. Should they choose to use it. Central Plains has 3 fulls left.
Well, if you're the coach over there, are you going to have them shoot a 3 or just, I mean, it all depends if they make this free throw, but
right.
Even if they miss it, are you still going for the win?
No, I think if Kreitz makes this, I think if Sylvan can push the ball down the court, get it to Brokish, and call a quick timeout, because I do believe Sylvan Lucas, like you said, does have 1 remaining.
At 1:30.
So I think that you're still in that position. Actually, yeah. But what is going to be interesting, if Sylvan Lucas were to take the lead, Central Plains only has 1 team foul right now. Kreitz, clutch, ice in his veins. That'll make it 54-51. We'll see what happens. Carter Johnson with the ball. Screen set by Brokish. Back to Lane Brokish. He dribbles in. Shot from the block. Won't go. Rebound Daniels. Here's Kreitz. He's in the open. And Maupin with the foul.
Well, they're not out of the woods yet. He's going to make these 2 free throws.
Wouldn't it be fitting? An absolutely sensational performance this evening from Brody Kreitz. And he hits the first. We have a 2-possession lead. And the second one, clutch. Brody Kreitz knocks it down. Mustangs gotta hurry. Shot from Johnson. Off the mark, rebound, Brokish. The putback won't go. We've got a foul. That is on number 10, Camden Stiles. That is his 3rd. This is Carter Johnson. .8 on the clock. Johnson's second one, no. Rebound Daniels. And the Central Plains Oilers take down the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs, 56-52, and what a ball game. The Oilers advance to the state tournament next week. That is an absolutely excellent ball game. Final score, Central Plains 56, Sylvan Lucas 52. We're going to keep it right here for the presentation of the plaque. Wow.
Yeah.
What a game. Final score, Central Plains 56. Sylvan Lucas 52. Going to hand it over to Cody Fears for the overall scoring recap from tonight's ball game.
We'll start with the sub-state champion Central Plains. They were led in scoring by none other than Brody Kreitz with 26, followed by Camden Stiles with 18, and then followed by Peyton Doty and Rylan Simpson, both adding 6 apiece. For Sylvan Lucas, they were led in scoring by Carter Johnson with 17, followed by Lane Brokage with 12, followed by Vance Dole with 9. Both Tristan Keith and Cody Charvet both added, Tristan Keith had 6, and then Cody Charvet added 3 points, and then followed by Zane Moppin with 2.
Well, to say tonight was fun would be an understatement. We got to see 4 excellent basketball teams, 2 excellent basketball games. First, we got to see the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays punch their ticket to the state tournament as they took down the Quinter Bulldogs 73-59. And then we just saw a thriller. The Central Plains Oilers take down the Sylvan Lucas Mustangs 56-52. So 2 teams move on, 2 seasons come to a close. Either way, all 4 of these teams should be proud of the effort that they put not only in tonight, but this entire season. Again, we would like to thank Osborne High School for allowing us, the Lakeside Live Stream Network, to come and broadcast these games this evening. Again, we will be here live tomorrow for girls sub-state championship games. First, we will have the Rock Hills Grizzlies and Central Plains girls, and then the finale, the Osborne Bulldogs against the Quinter Bulldogs. And we talked about how loud this environment was tonight.
Yeah.
I expect that and more tomorrow as 2 more teams trying to advance and continue their season. So overall thoughts on the games tonight. Let's start with you, Milo. What are your thoughts on really just the quality of basketball that we were able to see tonight?
Well, both games were a lot faster than just a regular season game, especially that first one. It just, I don't know, there's a lot of scoring and a lot just seemed, I don't know, the game just seemed faster. I don't know how to explain it.
Yep, Cody, what do you think? What do you say about just the quality of basketball we were able to watch tonight?
You get to this point in the season and you're watching teams that play really good defense. They get good flow in their offensive sets and they hit big shots. And when it looks like that, they're not going to knock a shot down, they do. And then when they get to the free throw line, they knock it down. And I mean, we saw that in both games tonight. All 4 teams tonight playing great defense and showing us why they've made it this far in the sub-state tournament. And I kind of wish we were moving on to Dodge City to call the
That's
state
right.
games.
Yes, I know. It's been fun here this evening, and getting to call these games, we obviously are more familiar with tonight. We're more familiar with the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays and Sylvan Lucas Mustangs, but overall we're here just to just give everyone at home the chance to watch, and we have no skin in the game on this, and so it's been a blast to see as well the Quinter Bulldogs and the Central Plains Oilers in action. Got to see just different teams play different players, and we'll see that again tomorrow with the Central Plains and Quinter girls. So make sure and tune in tomorrow. The first game starts at 5 p.m. That'll be Rock Hills and Central Plains, and then the finale will be at 6:30. That'll be Osborne and Quinter. So final score in the second one here tonight, Central Plains advances to the state tournament by a final score 56-52. They are your 1A Division I sub-state champions. We thank everyone for tuning in to the Lakeside Live Stream Network this evening. I'm Isaac Schoen, joined by Milo Schroeder and Cody Fears. Also helping out tonight, Eli Copes and Colson Klein.